Hello everybody, welcome to Game 4 of the 1969 NLCS on Inside Pitch. We are at Wrigley Field. The Giants lead it 2-1. It's must win for the Cubbies or the season is over. We have the Game 1 pitching matchups. For the Giants, Juan Marichal, and for the Cubbies, Ferguson Jenkins. Let's look at the starting lineups. First for the Giants, leading off and playing third base is Tito Fuentes. Batting second and playing second base is Ron Hunt. Hitting third is Bobby Bonds. McCubby's batting cleanup. Willie Mays in center. Dave Marshall's in left. Dick Dietz the catcher. Hal Lanier at short. And Marichal the pitcher. For the Cubbies, it'll be Kessinger at short. Becker at second. Williams in left. Sano at third. Willie Smith in right. Ernie Banks at first. Jim Hickman in center. Randy Hundley catching. And Ferguson Jenkins on the mound. So, Ferguson Jenkins finishing up those warm-up tosses, and like I said, this is it's all or nothing right here. They got to get it done, or there is no Game 5. Of course, if there is a Game 5, it'll be Jim Perry against Ken Holtzman, also from Wrigley Field. Let me give a final look here. Looks like everything's okay. And I'm going to roll the dice, try to roll them over here somewhere. Score sheet is off to the side, so I have plenty of room. And I think I'm going to put the cards there and try to roll the dice right here and have them not go all over the place. So it looks like everything is copacetic. And we are ready for Game 4. Short leash for Jenkins. I mean, he's looking to do better than he did in Game 1, but they're playing like a final Game 7, which when you're down 2-1 in the Game 5, it's kind of like they say, it's win or go home. They're already home, but I mean, they really go home to their real homes. So here's Jenkins to start things off. 5-2 is a range play at Wrigley Field. So we go to the range check of Wrigley Field. 3-5. 3-5 is a star 6. And on Jenkins, that's a fly to center. So the range of the center fielder for the Cubs, Jim Hickman, is a 2. Has to be a 1 or 2 for him to get to this. And it's not. It's going to drop in. Will it be a double? It will. So it's a leadoff double for Tito Fuentes, and that's not the way that Ferguson Jenkins was looking to start, as a leadoff double from Tito Fuentes. And that'll bring up Ron Hunt, second baseman. Strategy roll for Jenkins. We'll roll and see if there's a balk or a pickoff. There is none. So here we go. Ron Hunt, Jenkins to Hunt. And that is a 1-5, which is a double question mark, 18. Hunt's a righty. So 1-11 is automatic out. That falls out of the range, so Hunt does get the swing. And Hunt gets a 5-5, which is a liner. I'm sorry, I was looking at 2-5. 5-5 is a fly to left, and that's going to freeze the runner at second base. They cannot advance. There's one away. And Hunt is retired. And that brings up the hero from Game 3, Bobby Bonds and his 2 home runs. See if Jenkins has anything on the strategy roll. Nothing's happening. So now Bobby Bonds. 5-3 on Jenkins is a strikeout chance. 7 got him. So Ferguson Jenkins gets another big out number 2. Trying to pitch around that leadoff double. Tough man up is Willie Mccubby. First base is open. And you know what? They're not going to let Mccubby beat him. They're going to make somebody else beat him. I know it's Willie Mays, but they'd rather pitch to Willie Mays than Willie Mccubby, and I don't blame them. All right, so first and second now with 2 down, and Willie Mays the batter. Strategy roll for Jenkins. Nothing's happening. So Jenkins to Mays, 6-1. That's a straight-up home run chance. That's a 16, though, and Mays is only a 13. So Mays does not get the home run, but he does get the swing. And had that been Mccubby, that would have been an automatic home run, so the decision to walk him was a good one. 2-4 on Willie Mays. Well, 2-4 turns into a ground ball to third, and the inning's over. So they just saved 2 runs by intentionally walking Mccubby. So Leo DeRocha, brilliant strategy move there, and gets his Cubbies out of the inning with no damage done. We go to the bottom of the first. It is the Giants nothing. Cubbies coming to bat. Juan Marichal finishing up the warm-up tosses. And first man up will be the shortstop, Don Kessinger. He will start things off for the Cubbies. 5-5, that's a blank on Marichal. So we go to Kessinger's card. 3-4. 3-4 on Kessinger is a fly to left, one away. And of course I'm trying something a little bit different today without using the dice tower, just going old school and doing it by hand and trying to, so I can use this Wrigley Field board without getting everything in the way. The dice tray would kind of cover the base paths and everything. So doing it this way. Here's Beckert. 4-4 from Marichal is a strikeout chance. 16 though is way too high for that. So Beckert gets to swing. 1-6 is going to ground it to short, and that's 2 away. So just like that, 2 up and 2 down for Billy Williams. Left fielder. Stepping up against Marichal. 4-4, that's a strikeout chance. 15, way too high. So we go to Williams. 2-1, he's going to fly to right, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing for the Cubbies. At the end of 1, we have no score in this critical Game 4. Cubbies trying to push it to a Game 5. The Giants trying to end it and take on the Orioles in the Inside Pitch World Series. Dave Marichal stepping up. Marichal against Jenkins. That's a 2-6. That's a walk chance. 7 will be a walk. So Marichal draws the leadoff free pass. He is aboard. His attempt is a 2. That's a 4. Would be a possible hit and run, but Dick Dietz strikes out a lot, so he's over 10 on his strikeouts. So they're going to eschew the hit and run and just play it straight up. Infield is halfway. Jenkins, 2-5 strikeout chance, and he did strike him out, so it's a good thing they didn't do the hit and run, or Marichal would have had to try to steal with a stolen base chance of 2. Jenkins a -3, and Hundley -2 had been -5, so I think he would have been automatically out in that situation. I'm not sure. I've never tried it, so I don't know in those situations. I'm assuming he would be automatically out. So good thing we didn't do the hit and run. That would have been disastrous. 1 away for Hal Lanier. Strategy roll for Jenkins. 2, nothing's going on. Hal Lanier out now with 1 out and a runner at first. Infield halfway. Lanier, Jenkins 4-2, strikeout. That's a 1, so he got him. So Ferguson Jenkins coming through with some strikeouts at the very opportune time, and that brings up Juan Marichal, the pitcher. Check strategy roll, nothing happening. Jenkins to Marichal, 2-4. Possible error. And we get a 6-6, which is a single pass third by Marichal. How about that? He gets himself a base hit. And we're checking the error rating of Santo is a 10. That's a 9, so it will be an error on Santo. It's a single plus an error. And that'll put runners at second and third. Marichal goes to second on the S5. And then he takes third on the E5. So the error is on the board for the Cubbies, thanks to Ron Santo. And the Cubbies now, or the Giants rather, now have second and third with 2 down. And the top of the order, Tito Fuentes, the batter. Tito Fuentes. Strategy roll on Jenkins. Nothing happening. Fuentes. 6-6. Strikeout chance. That's an 8. Fuentes will strike out. He strikes out in 11 versus righties. So Jenkins pitches out of that mess. Picks up his teammates. Ron Santo after the error by getting the strikeout. So he ended up striking out the side despite the walk and the single. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. And now we talked about it many times that a guy makes a really good defensive play and he leads off the next inning. Well, how about a guy that makes an error and then leads off the next inning? That's Ron Santo. So he's going to try to make up for that little snafu against Marichal. 1-5. That's a walk chance, and he will draw the leadoff. I'm sorry, 1-5. I was looking at 2-5. 1-5 is a blank. My bad. 1-5 is a blank. I was looking at 2-5. 1-5 is a blank. 3-3, and that's a liner to third. He hit it hard, but right at Fuentes for out number 1. And now a little bit of sunshine starting to come through. It was cloudy earlier. Remember, there's no lights at Wrigley, so we're trying to get this in while it's still daylight. Here's Willie Smith. 4-4 for Marichal is a potential strikeout. 5. Willie Smith down on strikes, out number 2. So Willie Smith with the K. 2 up and 2 down for Ernie Banks. Mr. Let's Play 2. That's a 1-4. Range play on somebody. Let's check Banks' card. Range play 6-5 is a ground ball to second. We're checking the range of Ron Hunt. His range is a 3. 1-3 to get to this. And he does not. It's a base hit. It's a base hit for Ernie Banks. 2-out single. He has no attempt to steal, so we won't worry about that. But it is a 2-out single for Mr. Banks. First hit of the game for the Cubbies. Strategy roll for Marichal. He does have balks and pickoff chances, but not this time. Here's Hickman. 3-4, and that's another range play. So range play on Hickman. 1-2, that's a ground ball to second. We're checking Hunt again. He gets another chance. Again, he is a 1-3, and he can't get it again. It's an S4. Second time it's gotten by him. And runner on first. Banks has a run rating of 1. There are 2 outs, makes it a 2, but you have to have a 3 to get to third. So Banks can only go to first because he just doesn't run very well. So that even with 2 outs, he can only get to second base. So runners are at first and second with 2 down for the catcher, Randy Hundley. And we'll do the strategy on Marichal. Nothing happening. Here's Hundley, or here's Marichal to Hundley. 6-4. Strikeout chance. Strikeout chance 12. That's too much for Hundley, so Hundley gets the swing. 2-4, and he's going to ground it to third. And Fuentes is there to make the play to end the inning. So the Cubs come up empty-handed despite getting 2 on. They come away empty. We go to the third. Still no score. And Jenkins back out. Will be facing none other than Ron Hunt, who had those 2 ground balls get past him for hits. So Hunt's going to give it a shot. He fly to left his first time up. 6-3. Ballpark card going to Wrigley Field for the first time. Wrigley Field, 5-5, and that is a double to center field for Ron Hunt. Leadoff double for Ron Hunt. And now maybe the Giants have something cooking for Bobby Bonds. Strategy roll for Jenkins, nothing happening. 4-3, and that's a home run question mark against a right-hander. 1-9 passes, but that's a 10. So it will not pass. It would have been a home run automatically for Bonds, but that 1-9, and that's a 10. So it does not pass, but Bonds does get the swing. He just won't get the homer. 1-3 flies to center for out number 1. Now, can the runner move up? You do lose 3 on your run rating. Hunt only runs at a 4. It drops him to a 1. So he could try it. 1, and let's see, the center fielder is a 0. So a 1, and he will go to third. 2 through 5, he holds. 6, he's out. 6, he's out. Double play. How about that? Wow. They get the double play. 2 quick outs. It's an 8, and then it's an 8-5 double play. Wow. Just like that, 2 quick outs. And those dreaded 6s will do it to you every time. Probably not a smart move to try that with Mccubby coming up. 4-2, strikeout chance 19 is too much. Mccubby gets the swing. 1-6, he's going to single to center field, and boy, now that play looks really, really, really bad as Mccubby singles. Got a double and a single, but no runs to show for it. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Here's Willie Mays. 3-4. 3-4 is a strikeout chance, and Mays is out of there on strikes to end the inning. So, boy, the base running blunder, and I would call it a blunder for sure. Base running blunder by Ron Hunt cost the Giants a run. We go to the bottom of the third. No score. Ferguson Jenkins will lead off for the Cubbies. His first at bat against Marichal. 6-5 is the ballpark card. We're going to Wrigley Field. 2-5. 2-5 is a star 1, which is going to be a ground ball to short. And there's one away. So one down and back to the top of the order for Kessinger. 3-2, potential walk. 5, it will be a base on balls. So it's a 1-out walk to Kessinger. Kessinger is aboard. He's got an attempt of 2. That's a 10, so nothing's happening. He will stay put. Infield is halfway. Here's Beckert. Marichal to Beckert. 6-4 is a strikeout chance. 19's too high. Beckert gets the swing. And Beckert, 1-5 is a star line 5, which is a fly to left. And that's out number 2. So 2 down now. The runner at first for Billy Williams. Nothing on the strat roll. Marichal to Williams, 3-1, and that is a strikeout chance. That's a 9, but it won't be a strikeout. He's only 8, -1's a 7, so that fails. Billy Williams gets to swing. 5-5 is a star 1, which is a grounder to short, and that's going to end the inning. They'll go the short way with it, 6-4. Doesn't really matter. Outs and out. At the end of 3, we've got no score from Wrigley Field. And this is what I was expecting in Game 1. Of course, we had that slugfest in Game 1, but this is the kind of game I was expecting all along. Interesting, we're getting a pitcher's duel at Wrigley, whereas at Candlestick it was a slugfest. Just the way it works out. Here's Marichal. He walked and went to third on an error by Ron Santo, but then he got stranded there. 2-6 is a walk chance. That's an 8. And he will draw a leadoff walk. So Marichal has walked both times. Trying to set the table. He's got an attempt of 2, so we'll see if he can get anywhere. Nope, can't get the jump. He will stay put for Dick Deeps. Infield is halfway. 4-4, ballpark card going back to Wrigley Field again for Deeps. 4-6, ground ball to third. Could be a double play. Deeps is a 3. They're halfway, makes him a 4. The pivot at second is Beckert. He's a 0. So 1-4, and it's a double play. And it is. So it's a 5-4-3 around the horn. Double play, just what Jenkins needed. Clears the bases now with 2 down for Hal Lanier. 1-1. Jenkins is against a lefty, is a walk, but Lanier's a righty, so it's a blank. Lanier gets the swing, 2-3. Another split chance, and against a right-hander, it's a ground out to third, and that's going to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Giants. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still no score here at Wrigley, as Jenkins and Marichal matching each other as best they can, pitch for pitch, although they both had their issues at times and got bailed out. So here's Ron Santo. He will lead things off. Lined it hard to Fuentes at third, his first chance. 4-3, and this time it's a blank, so Santo gets to go to his card. See what he can do. 5-2, he's going to ground it to short. Lanier is right there. 1 down, that brings up Willie Smith. 1-5, and that's a blank, so Marshall's not tired. Go to Smith's card. 1-3. And that's a double to right field for Willie Smith. How about that? Willie Smith with a double to right. Some of the Chicago fans were kind of questioning Leo DeRocha's decision to bat Smith 5th and Banks 6th, but there you go. Maybe that vindicates Leo DeRocha a little bit with his lineup decision. Nothing on the strategy roll for Marichal. Here's Banks. 3-6 for Marichal is a strikeout chance. 9 on Banks will not do it. He's a 9, but that's a -1. So Wrigley Field saves him from a strikeout. He does get the swing. 6-2, he's going to fly to left, and that's out number 2. No chance to move up from second base. So there's 2 down, and it's all up to Jim Hickman. First, the strategy roll for Marichal. Nothing happening. Marichal to Hickman, 3-4. That's a range play. So we'll see what happens on Hickman's card. 4-5. That's a single to left, but there's a range check of the left fielder. Marichal's a 2. 1-2, and he'll get to this. Otherwise, the Cubs may have the lead. It's a 5. I know it went off camera, but it's a 5, so it fails. Let's check the S7. Oh, actually, I have to see if it's a double or not. It is a double. It's a good thing I double-checked that. Pardon the pun. It ends up being a double. So Hickman doubles, RBI double. You don't have to worry about whether the run would score or not. Didn't check base running situation because double will score the runner from second easily. And the Cubbies draw first blood. They lead 1-0. Here's Hundley. Now first base is open if they want to walk Hundley and pitch to Jenkins, or you can take the chance of getting Hundley out now and pitching to Jenkins to start off the 5th. They're going to take a gamble and pitch to Hundley. Nothing going on there. Marichal to Hundley. 4-6. Strikeout chance. That's a 5. They got him, so that's why they didn't walk him. They struck him out, and now Jenkins has to lead off the next inning. But the Cubs strike first. Back-to-back doubles. And at the end of 4, it's Chicago 1 and the Giants nothing. And now, speaking of pitchers leading off the inning, Juan Marichal will be leading off the top of the 5th. He actually singled his first time up and went to second on the same play when Santo booted the ball. Jenkins 1-1. Walk chance against the lefty, but a righty is a blank. Go to Marichal. 5-6. He's going to ground it to short. And Kessinger, Johnny on the spot, 1 away. Flips the order over to Tito Fuentes. Fuentes has doubled and struck out. 4-3, and that's a home run question mark, but against a switch hitter batting left, that's a 0. Jenkins cannot give up a home run to a lefty on this particular situation. So no home runs to lefties. That means Fuentes gets to swing. 1-3, and he's going to single center field. So here come the Giants. 1-out single by Fuentes. His attempt is a 2. 5's not going to do it. Hard to run against this combo of Jenkins and Hundley because Jenkins is a -3 and Hundley's a -2, so you're dropping 5 right off the bat. So you're really taking chances to do that. Jenkins 6-3, that's the ballpark card going to Wrigley. 6-2, and that's a fly to center. That's 2 away. So 2 down, and it's going to be up to Bobby Bonds to get it done for the Giants. Strategy roll for Jenkins, nothing happening. Jenkins 2-4, possible error. Bonds 4-2, fly to left, but that's a 5 for an error rating. Williams is an 8, that will be an error, and it is odd, so it does turn into an error. Let's see what kind of error it is. Let's see here on the odd one. Roll 1d6 versus the base running rating. So base running rating of the runner at first is Fuentes. He is a 4. So let's see what we get here. We get a 5. And actually, since there's 2 outs, his base running rating is a 5. So he will get the extra base. Let's check the hitter Bonds. He's a 5. He's definitely going to get there. So it turns into a 2-base error on Billy Williams. 2-base error on Billy Williams, E7. Second error of the game for the Cubs. Puts runners at second and third. That is error number 2 on the Cubbies. And now that brings up Mccubby, and with first base open, they are not even going to blink. They're going to intentionally walk Mccubby for the second time. That's almost a no-brainer. So now bases are loaded with 2 outs for Willie Mays. Strategy roll 20. Let's see. 1 for a balk, 2 for a pickoff. Nothing happening. So Mays gets to swing, or will be swinging against Jenkins. Jenkins 2-2 is a hit by pitch. He's a 5 plus a 1 is a 6, but that's a 9, so no hit by pitch. Mays gets to swing. 4-1. He's going to pop it up to third. And how about that? With the bases loaded and 2 outs, Mays chokes in the clutch by popping it up to third. Santo puts it away, and Jenkins escapes potential trouble. He has pitched around 2 Cub errors, so might be talking to his teammates in the dugout about trying to field the ball for a change. And now here's Jenkins to lead it off because they did not intentionally walk Hundley the last time up, so that allows them to get to pitch to Jenkins. to start the inning. 1-3, and against a right-hander, that's a blank. So we go to Jenkins. That's a 5-1 strikeout. Struck him out. Straight up strikeout on the pitcher card. Don't have to check the D20 for that one. It's a straight up strikeout. 1 away, and that brings up Kessinger. 1-1, strikeout chance again. He is a 7, that's a 7, but the stadium takes 1 away, so that will not be a strikeout. Wrigley Field again saves a strikeout. Kessinger, 5-3, flies to center, and that's out number 2. So 2 down. Base is still clear for Glenn Beckert. Marichal, 2-3, strikeout chance. 13 too high for that. Beckert gets the swing. Beckert 5-6. He's going to line it hard to third, but Fuentes is right there. Put the liner away to end the inning, and that takes us to the 6th. 1-0 Cubbies. And again, Cubbies have to win. There's no tomorrow for the Cubbies. Cubbies win, then we got a Game 5, which will feature Gaylord Perry against Ken Holtzman. All right, top of the 6th we go. Oops, not Marichal, it's Jenkins pitching. And he's going to be facing Marshall, Dietz, and Lanier. Marshall has come to the plate twice and walked twice. Jenkins, 2-4. Possible error. Won't be a walk this time, but it is a possible error. 2-2 is a fly to center, but that's a 17, so no error on the center fielder on this one, as Hickman, he's a 0, so it wouldn't matter what the number was. It's a fly to center for out number 1. Marshall is retired. Dick Dietz, he's 0 for 2. He struck out and hit into a double play. 5-4, he's got a chance to strike out again, and he does. So Dick Dietz is having a rough day. He's 0 for 2. Brings up Hal Lanier. 6-1, home run straight up, but that's a 20, and he's a 0, so no home run chance on that whatsoever. Lanier does get the swing, 2-6, and he will single. He does get the single past second base, so he does get a board. And that will allow Marichal to bat and clear him from next inning. Strategy roll on Jenkins, nothing happening. 5-4, strikeout chance, and he got him to end the inning. So nothing but a 2-out single against Jenkins. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 Cubbies. And Billy Williams will lead things off for the Cubbies. Williams, 0 for 2. Flew to right and grounded into a fielder's choice. 6-1. Automatic out against a lefty off of Marichal. So let's see what the automatic out is. It is going to be a ground ball to third. So Williams grounds to Fuentes. 1 away. And that brings up Ron Santo. And Santo is lined to third and grounded to short. 0 for 2. 1-3 is a blank on Marichal. So Santo gets the swing. 4-3, and he's going to ground it to short. So grounded to third, now grounded to short. 2 quick outs for Willie Smith. Smith doubled and scored his last time up. 1-6 strikeout chance. This time he's gone on strikes. And just like that, the Cubbies are done here in the 6th. So we go to the 7th here at Wrigley. Still 1-0 favor of the Cubbies. And top of the order for the Giants, it'll be Fuentes, Hunt, and Bonds against Jenkins. Jenkins can face 30 batters. As of now, he has faced 27, so he's right on the borderline. And he is set to bat 4th next inning, so they might cap Jenkins at 7 innings. We'll have to wait and see. First things first, he's going to pitch to Fuentes. 6-5 is a walk chance. 3, and that will be a base on balls to Tito Fuentes. Not how Ferguson Jenkins wanted to start the inning, but he does. Attempt is a 2. 3, it means it's a possible hit and run. But again, his attempt, if the batter strikes out, his attempt is only his stolen base is only a 7, and he got a -5 from the combination of the pitcher and catcher. He would have to have 1 or 2 to be safe. So we're going to not worry about, although even though Hunt doesn't strike out very often, you're taking a big gamble there. So we're going to eschew that and just keep going. Infield is halfway for the Cubbies. 5-4 is a strikeout chance. 19 is too high, so Hunt will get to swing. So we could have done the double play. I mean, not the double. We could have done the hit and run, but you don't know these things. 1-2 is a question mark 8, but that's a 16 against a right-hander that's way out of range. Against a lefty, he would have tripled. Against a right-hander, though, it is simply a fly to center. And there's one away, so even if it was a hit and run, you'd be in the same boat. It'd be fly to center with runner returning to first. So all that for naught. One down. Here is Bobby Bonds. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Jenkins to Bonds. 4-4. Ballpark card going to Wrigley, and Bonds, if he gets the home run chance off of Wrigley, it's automatic. Go to Wrigley. Whoops. 5-3, and he's going to pop it up to second. I'm sorry, not to second. Pop it up to the catcher, P2. Pop it up to catcher. Boy, he missed a golden opportunity there. But now Mccubby will get the hit. He's been intentionally walked twice. He's also singled. So Jenkins is going to have to come to him. And for Jenkins, this is batter 31, so he is now tired. So if he hits the fatigue roll, he will have to be removed immediately. And he is subject to fatigue. That's a 20, so it's a 1 for a balk, 2 for a pickoff. That's 8, nothing's happening. So Jenkins to Mccubby. 3-5, and that is a blank. So we go to Mccubby's card. 4-1, he's going to double to left field. A double to left by Mccubby. And it's a good chance that the tying run can score. At first base, Fuentes runs at a 4. There are 2 outs, makes him a 5. The double to left, score from first, you lose 1, makes him a 4. Williams' arm is a -1, makes him a 3, so maybe it's not so good. 1-3 on the red die. 1-3, he scores. 4 or 5, he has to hold. 6, somebody's out. It's a 1, he scores. So the double, RBI double from Willie Mccubby has tied the game at 1. How about that? Willie Mccubby with the double, scoring Fuentes. We are tied at a run apiece. And now that brings up Willie Mays. Bullpen activity for the Cubbies. They do have right-hander Ted Abernathy loosening in the pen. However, you got to stick with Jenkins. He's your horse. So just because he has 1 hit, you can't take him out, even though he's tired. You're going to have to ride with him. 4-3, and that's a home run question mark against Mays, a righty. 1-9, that's a 15. It fails. But Mays does get to swing. 5-6, he's going to pop it up to short, and that ends the inning. So that's going to do it. That might be all for Ferguson Jenkins. We'll have to wait and see. 7th inning stretch is upon us here at Wrigley. And thanks to the double by Willie Mccubby, we are tied at a run apiece. So you can sing your Take Me Out to the Ball games while the Cubs figure out what they're going to do. Ernie Banks is going to lead off. Jenkins is set to bat 4th. So if he comes up in the order, they will pinch hit for him. And I think they're going to have either Abernathy or Hank Aguirre. One of the two is going to be in there to pitch. But first things first, start at the bottom of the 7th. Marichal can face 31 batters. Right now he has faced a total of 23, so he's still good to go. Banks is 1 for 2. He singled and flew to left. Blank against Marichal on the 6-1 chance. Go to Banks, 6-2, flies to left. 1 away. 1 down for Jim Hickman. He had the RBI double back in the 4th for the only Cubs run. 3-4 is a range play, so we're going to Hickman's card for a range check. 2-4, that's a star line 1, which is a grounder to short. Range of Hal Lanier is a 5, so anything other than a 6, and Lanier will make the play. And he does, barely, but he needed that whole range of 5 to do it, and he had it, so that's why he's in there for his defense. So 2 outs, base is clear for Randy Hundley. 1-3. Blank against a righty. Go to Hundley. 2-1. He's going to ground it to short. Ends the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning here in the 7th. Now, Jenkins may come out and pitch the 8th. In fact, I think he will, even though he's tired. He is set to lead off the next inning. But they're going to start the inning with Ferguson Jenkins. He is tired. If he hits the fatigue roll, he has to come out automatically. Dave Marshall will lead it off for the Giants. It'll be Marshall, Dietz, and Lanier. So bottom of the order, which Jenkins has handled pretty well, so they're going to let him pitch to that bottom of the order. 5-4 is a strikeout chance. 7 got him. So Jenkins giving them all they got because they know this is it. He's got all year to rest, so they got to milk him for everything he can get. Here's Dick Dietz. 3-5, and that's a blank. Go to Dietz's card. 1-4. Pops it up to third. Santo is there, 2 down. So, boy, if they can get 8 good innings out of Ferguson Jenkins, they will love it. Here's Hal Lanier. 5-3, strikeout chance, and he got him. So, Ferguson Jenkins goes out with a bang, pitching 8 solid and giving up only the 1 run. So, we go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. And we're going to get a new pitcher. New pitcher for the Cubbies, as Ferguson Jenkins will be pinch hit for. And now I believe we're actually going to have Phil Regan's going to come in. He's now pitching in the bullpen because we're almost into the 9th inning. So got to go with your best. So they're going to have Phil Regan. Everybody else has sat down. Phil Regan is now loosening. And Paul Popovich will lead off for the Cubbies in a pinch hitting role. Paul Popovich, he's got the best average on the bench at 284. So Paul Popovich will pinch hit to start off the 8th inning. Marichal has faced 26 batters. He can face 31, so he's still good to go. Marichal to Popovich, 4-2. And that is a home run question mark, but 20 is going to miss the range. Plus, he's got 0 homers against righties, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But Popovich does get to swing, 3-5. And he will do a star 3, which is a ground ball to second base. Ron Hunt is there, 1 away. And Popovich fails in the pinch. So 1 away, back to the top of the order for Kessinger. 3-2, and that's a potential walk, but 13's too much. So we go to Kessinger. 1-3, he's going to pop it up to third. And Fuentes is there to put it away, 2 down. For Glenn Beckert, looks like we're going to go to the 9th, tied at 1. Unless something dramatic happens. 5-6 is a strikeout chance. 14's too much. Beckert gets the swing. Beckert, 3-2. He's going to double to left field, so maybe not so fast, my friends. A double, a 2-out double by Beckert. And that brings up Billy Williams. Now, here's the quandary. Do you intentionally walk Billy Williams and pitch to Santo, or do you take your chances pitching to Billy Williams? I think you're going to pitch to Santo. They're going to intentionally walk Billy Williams. Sets up a force play anywhere. And Williams hits 293, Santo 289. Plus you've got the righty on righty versus the lefty on lefty. I'm sorry, versus the righty versus lefty. So let's see now. That is batter 30. This is batter 31 right here for Marichal. So after Santo, he will be tired. But if he can get through this inning, Marichal is scheduled to lead off the 9th. They'll probably pinch hit for him there. So this should be the last batter for Marichal if he gets him out. And if he doesn't get him out, it still may be the last batter. We'll see. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Marichal to Santo with 2 on and 2 outs. 4-6 strikeout chance. He's not tired yet. This is batter 30, this is batter 31, so he has to be batter 32 to be tired. So it's not tired. He will get the strikeout chance to look at it. 13, though, is too high. Had it been a walk chance, he would have walked him and it would have had to been removed automatically. But the strikeout misses, but that means Santo gets the swing. 6-4, he's going to fly to right and the inning's over. So Marichal pitches out of that jam and we go to the 9th. And now it's a battle of the bullpens as both starters go 8 innings, giving up 1 run. And they are going to be removed. And we've got bullpen city going on right here. Phil Regan. Phil Regan is on for the Cubbies. He is their closer, so when you're the home team in the top of the 9th, you might as well bring him in. There's no save situation anymore. So he will be coming on, and for the Giants, it depends on if they take the lead or not. If they take the lead, Frank Lindsay will come on and try to close it. If they don't take the lead, it could be either Ray Sadecki or it could be Ron Herbel. So we'll have to wait and see how they want to play it. But first things first, we need a pinch hitter for Marichal. And it's going to be Ken Henderson, switch hitting outfielder. He will pinch hit for Marichal. So Ken Henderson is on to pinch hit. Here in the top of the 9th against Phil Regan. Tied at 1. 1-2 is a blank. We go to Henderson's card. 5-2. Question mark 9 against a right-hander goes up to 16. That's a 2. It's a leadoff single. Leadoff pinch hit single for Ken Henderson. So he gets the job done as a pinch hitter. His attempt is a 2. But again, do you really want to try it? Because the combinations are not very good. Well, he can't get the jump anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now here's Fuentes. He is a 3 bunter. So the prudent play here is to bunt. So they're going to try to see if they can get a bunt going. First Regan the pitch. 3-2. 3-2 against a switch hitter batting left is blank. So it won't be an automatic single. It will be a bunt attempt. So bunt attempt by Fuentes. He's a 3, becomes a 2. And that's a 9. So a 2 and a 9 is a good bunt. Good bunt. And the 4 is the first baseman. So Ernie Banks will field the bunt and we'll just tag Fuentes himself coming up the first base line as he gets the job done. And Henderson, the all-important go-ahead run, is now at second base with only 1 out. So sacrifice goes 3 unassisted. And let's check Henderson, see what kind of run rating he has. Henderson runs at a 4, so you're not going to pinch run for him. He's got a pretty good run rating with a BR of 4. And here's Ron Hunt. Ron Hunt, the batter. Strategy roll for Regan. Nothing happening. Regan to Hunt. 1-5, that's a blank. We go to Hunt's card. 1-6, star 5, that is a ground ball to first. So that will move the runner to third, but now there are 2 outs. But could be big. You could get a wild pitch. If you roll that 4-6, could be a wild pitch. Anything can happen. And it's Bobby Bonds. And if you walk Bobby Bonds, you got to deal with Mccubby. So I think you're kind of stuck pitching to Bonds. Unless you want to walk Bonds and Mccubby and pitch to Mays, that would be a really, really risky gamble. So I think they're going to go ahead and I think they have no choice but to pitch to Bonds. Nothing on the strategy roll. Regan to Bonds. 4-1. It's a possible error on a ground ball. That could score the run if it's an error. Bonds. And that's a 4 on the blue die. That's a 5-1, which is a fly to right field. So it won't be an error. That was an error on a ground ball. That's a fly to right. So there is no error. And the inning is over. Regan pitches out of it. Would have been a sac fly had there been less than 2 outs, but not going to happen. So we go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at a run apiece. Let's see who the Giants want to bring in. The Giants now, coming up for the Cubbies, it'll be Smith, Banks, and Hickman. One lefty and a bunch of righties. So they're going to go to Ron Herbel, the right-hander. Ron Herbel is on. And Herbel will be facing Smith, Banks, and Hickman. Bottom of the 9th, tied at 1. 2-1's a strikeout chance. 19 is too high, so Smith gets to swing. 1-2 is going to fly to left, and that's 1 away. So Willie Smith is retired. Brings up Ernie Banks. Got a chance to be a hero and send us to a game 5. 2-6 strikeout chance. He's also got a chance to strike out, which he did. So 2 down, and now here's Jim Hickman, and he's got the power to go deep with that 20 there. So Herbel's got to be careful. 2-1 strikeout chance. 15 is too much, so Hickman does get the swing. 1-2, he's going to ground to second, and we got free baseball. And why not? Here in a game 4, critical game 4, we have free baseball. We are tied at 1 as we go to the 10th. Regan will come back out, and Regan has faced 4 batters. He can face 7. So they're definitely going to try to get 2 innings out of Regan if they can. The dangerous Willie Mccubby leads off the top of the 10th. So Regan has to be careful. Mccubby is singled, doubled, and walked twice. 4-1's a possible error on a ground ball. Mccubby 2-3, and that is a ground ball to second. That's an 11. Becker's error rating is a 10. So Becker just does get to this and just does make the play. He bobbles it, but throws the first just in time to get the slow running Mccubby. And there's one away. Brings up Willie Mays. 5-1 is a blank. We go to Willie Mays. 3-1, fly to left field. That's 2 down. So Regan doing the job here in the bullpen. We'll be facing Marichal, and this will be the 7th batter that he will have faced. So his last batter to not be tired. 1-5, and that's a blank. So we go to Marshall's card. 1-4, ground ball to short, and that's going to end the inning. So that's going to do it for Regan. He goes 2 innings. He is going to be pinch hit for coming up. So he pitches 2 shutout frames, does his job. Does Mr. Regan. He does the job. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. Tied still at 1. Herbal can face 8 batters, so he's going to stay in there. It'll be Hundley and a pinch hitter, so let's see who they're going to bring in from the bench. They've already used Popovich. So what other lefty or switchies do they have? They have Jimmy Qualls. He's the best average they have at 250. So Qualls is up. Now, if the runner gets on first, if Hundley reaches, they may use another pinch hitter that's a better bunter, such as Don Young, who's a 5 bunter. So we haven't announced Qualls yet, so we'll see. He is the potential, but he has not been officially announced, so I could withdraw him and still keep him available to pinch hit later. Here's Herbal. 1-4 is a range play at Wrigley Field. Hundley on Wrigley Field. That is a 5-1. Star 2. Fly to center. So we got the range play of Willie Mays. Willie Mays is only a 2, though, in his aged years in 69. And he can't get it, so it's going to be a single. Might be a double. It is a double. Hundley doubles to lead off. Randy Hundley doubles, and they will pinch run for Hundley for sure. Well, because maybe not. He runs at a 3, but if you use Don Young, he's a 4. That's not that much of a difference. So I think we're going to keep Hundley right where he is. Qualls will now be officially announced to pinch hit. And there's no sense in walking Qualls, I wouldn't think. Although it would set up a double play if they did. But then Kessinger could always bunt if that was the case. So I think you're going to have to pitch to Qualls one way or the other. Strategy roll for Herbal. Nothing happening. Herbal to Qualls. 4-2, and that's a potential walk, but 18 is too much. So Qualls will swing. 2-6. That's a triple to left field. The pinch hitter Jimmy Qualls wins it with a triple to left field. Jimmy Qualls has sent the Cubs to a Game 5. He's being mobbed by all the Cub players on his team. You can't even see him anymore. He's underground now. He's being mobbed, and the Cubbies, a walk-off triple to win the game 2-1, and yes, Virginia, there will be a Game 5, and it will be Ken Holtzman against Gaylord Perry, and we can only hope that Game 5 turns out as exciting as Game 4. So in 10 innings, the Cubs win it 2-1, and they force a all-important Game 5 tomorrow here at Wrigley. And it will be Gaylord Perry against Ken Holtzman, and Katie bar the door after that. Winner will face the Orioles in the Inside Pitch World Series. So I hope you enjoyed that presentation of Inside Pitch, game number 4. And until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.